Okay, so here we go. We are now ready to rock on the jQuery mobile fun bus. What I'd like you to do to begin is head into the admin panel and then go to the CMS, and I want you to go to the home page, and you've probably got all sorts of gobbledygook, but let's shorten this down, okay? Something maybe a bit like, I don't know, something like that. Something a bit more tidy so that the page doesn't look completely crazy, okay? And by the way, that's a terrible headline, but this is just a tutorial, okay? But in any event, let's trim that down because it all looks a bit crazy. And if you hit refresh, you should have something that looks kind of like that. Now, we do not need create account. We do not need login here. I'm going to go to homepage content. Homepage content, and where we have these links at the top, I'm going to take them out because remember, we now have glorious, fantastic navigation, and it all does a good job, and that is fine. Whoops, I've gone too far. Hold on a second. We want to keep the homepage blocks in, but we're taking out the create account and the login thing. So that's what we're looking for. Yes, look at the block. See, it looks pretty good. Thank you very much indeed. This might say something like, here you will find the best deals in town. Yeehaw! Or something, I don't know. You can figure that out. But that's the vibe. Thank you very much. Now I would like you to open up site settings, okay? And we're going to write a little function called isMobile, and this is going to determine whether or not the visitor is using a mobile device. And thanks to the power of Codeigniter, we can do this with just 2 lines of code. Check this. I'm going to say this load library, okay, this load library, and then it's going to be user agent, okay? That's your vibe, thank you very much. And then I'm just going to say isMobile is this agent, and then it's isMobile, okay? And then we just return isMobile, and that is going to return true or false. It's as simple as that, folks. It's as simple as that. Now, you may remember, maybe not, who knows, but if we look at this roots file, the default controller happens to be default module, right? So if we open up default module, this is what gets fired when people go to the home page, okay? This is the thing that loads up when people go to this page here. Now, I'm going to go down here just before the page loads, and I'm going to say this load module site settings, okay? And then I'm going to say isMobile is this site settings isMobile. And now I'm going to say if isMobile is true, we're just going to echo out you are on a mobile device. Otherwise, I'm going to echo out you are either on a desktop device or you are a robot. That's pretty much the vibe. And then I'm going to say die. Okay, so just to show you that this is working, if we refresh the page here, it says you are either on a desktop device or you are a robot, and that's absolutely correct. Now, for the moment, and just for the purposes of these tutorials, I'm going to change isMobile to say true, okay? Obviously, we need to do that. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time building this, okay? So let's just change it to true just for the moment. It's just for testing, okay? So if we do that and we hit save and refresh, you'll see that it says you are now on a mobile device. Okay, so that's excellent. Now, I'm not sure if you remember, but way back at the start, we went into templates, right? If you could open up your templates controller here, And yes, we made up a thing called public bootstrap, but we also made a thing up called public JQM for jQuery mobile stuff, okay? So this is the stage where we're now going to bring this to life. However, I'm going to copy these 2 lines of code here because all of that stuff to do with user ID and all of that is just as valid on the mobile site as the real site. So let's copy that and we'll paste in, okay? And if we go back to our default module here, and now instead of just echoing you're on a mobile device and all that, I'm going to say template equals public underscore JQM, and if they are on a desktop or something like that, then I'm going to say template equals public bootstrap. So now we'll get rid of this die statement, and when the page gets called, it's going to be template loading up the correct template depending on whether they're on a mobile device or a desktop device. So if we save that and then hit refresh, you can see that it brings up our jQuery mobile template and everything looks kind of okay. Let me just close a couple of things. Actually, we'll keep the default module open, and we'll open up public jQuery mobile. Okay, here we go. So where it says it worked, I'm going to say CI shop. It's probably a little bit more important and meaningful. And then I'm looking at public bootstrap here, by the way, and where all this stuff happens, this is where the main content area is. I'm going to copy that stuff and we're going to paste it inside this content div here. So here we go, I'm just going to paste in, and it looks completely awful. So let's just tidy this up if that's okay with you. I'm just going to tidy up here. Okay, won't be long, won't be long. Okay, so we've tidied that up, okay? Now, there's a vibe here that says if customer ID is greater than 0, include customer panel top. I'm going to change that to include customer panel top JQM, okay? That's a jQuery mobile version of customer panel top. Now, we may not need to even do that. Who knows? I don't know. We'll check that out later on. But the vibe is basically, I'm going through these different vibes, and where I see something like require homepage content, I'm going to change that to require homepage content JQM. Now sometimes you can just keep it as it is. If I save this and refresh, for example, you'll see, well, okay, that's not too good. So the panel thing, where on earth are we? Right, this sliders thing, attempt to draw slider, that's just awful. So on public jQuery mobile, I'm going to comment that out, okay? But if we hit refresh here, you'll see that the homepage content's not too bad, you know. So sometimes you can get away with these things. It's probably a good idea to go into the inspector at this point, and we'll switch to mobile mode. And like I'm saying, it's not too bad, you know. Sometimes things can accidentally look okay. In any event, the slider definitely does not look okay. So I'll comment that out for the moment. And in fact, where we've got this homepage content, I'm going to change it to homepage content underscore JQM. So if we hit refresh, then of course we're going to have an error message, but stay cool, folks, because it's just a view file away. So I'm going to make a view file called homepage content jqm.php. Now, homepage content JQM is going to be similar to homepage content. So I'm copying from homepage content and pasting into homepage content JQM. Okay, same kind of vibe. Now we have this thing going on here, homepage blocks, draw blocks, I'm going to pass a variable into this draw blocks, and the variable is true. Now, what on earth's going on here? I hear you say. Well, check it out. If we go to homepage blocks, okay, and we go to, oh dear, that's the wrong page. Hold on a second. It's homepage blocks. Here it is here. And if we go to draw blocks, right, I'm going to add a variable in, an optional variable, and it's going to say is mobile equals false. So in other words, when this page loads up, every time it loads up, we're going to assume that it's not a mobile device. However, if we do have a mobile device, right, so I'm going to say something like if is mobile is equivalent to true, then the view file is going to be homepage blocks jQuery mobile. Otherwise, then the view file is just going to be homepage blocks. We could, for ultimate hundredth of a thousandth of a second efficiency, take this out and chuck it in here. I don't think it matters much. I don't think it's going to make any difference, to be honest. PHP is just so fast, you know. But we could do that, and then we can jump in here, chuck in our view file, and everything is just cool. Now, if we do that, and if we save and refresh, then of course we're going to get an error because it's trying to load up homepage blocks jQuery mobile. Okay, that's homepage blocks jQuery mobile, and it's looking for that. If we just do a, let me just do a quick search for homepage blocks, you can see that the homepage blocks view file lives inside the homepage blocks module. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say homepage blocks jqm.php. If we save that and refresh, we now have what on earth just happened there? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We'll do a die statement here. Alright, of course, excellent. Right, that makes perfect sense. Nothing went wrong there, folks. That made perfect sense. I'll just show you what happened there. It was, okay, when we look at homepage module, this jQuery mobile thing, it was loading up that, and then it was going straight into this stuff with the blog feed and all of that. So it was just getting a little bit mixed up there. Now I'm going to comment all of that stuff out just to avoid any confusion, just for the moment, okay? Maybe we'll bring it back, who knows, but we'll just do that for the moment. And if we save and refresh, look, I don't know if you can see that, homepage blocks is there. It is cool and life is good. Okay, now obviously our homepage does not look too amazing just now. The homepage blocks and all of that are not doing too much. But stay cool, that's all about to change because I have just visited demos.jquerymobile.com. Demos.jquerymobile.com. You may get diverted to something like 1.4.5. Just make sure that the version you're on is compatible with whatever you are doing, okay? Now, I'm going to go to, let's see, grouping and dividing content. I want you to click on that. And if you look down here, you'll see a nice little example of a heading with some content. And as you can see, it's encased with this sort of panel with rounded corners. I think it looks kind of nice. Now, they do have a view source thing, but unfortunately there's a bug on the site and I actually cannot, can you believe it? I cannot get the thing selecting. So I'm going to have to just view page source, do a search for section with rounded corners, and this is the vibe. This is the vibe. So I'm going to go to, let me just close the things to the right here. Right, in fact, let me start again. Give me a second here. I'm all mixed up. I'm going to go to public JQM. That's where the action is. Public JQM, okay? And, sorry, in here, I'm going to do echo. This is before we churn out the page content. And with single quotations, I'm going to do something like that. We'll close that off, okay? And then, let me just have a look. UI H3, oh geez, give me a second to figure this out here. Right, UI, that's the wrong one. I can tell from looking. I am so sorry. It's this one here. Kinda good how I noticed though, right? Kinda good, don't you think? Don't you think? Okay, I've got the right one now. Stay cool, stay cool. Here we go again. It's going to be echo, pasting in, ending the single quotes here, okay? And then the page content comes in straight after it. And then we echo a closing div. So what does that do? Well, if we go back and hit refresh, you'll see that the top of the homepage is now encased in that nice little vibe. Look at the curves and all of that. It's just very cool indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get those homepage blocks things and the homepage offers and whatnot looking good, and that shall be the vibe, right? To do this, I'd like you to click on pop-up widget and then dynamic pop-ups, okay? And you'll see a thing that says open dynamic pop-up demo, and it has a vibe like this, and when you click on things they pop up, okay? I would like you to view the page source and find the HTML code, and I think it's somewhere like this, okay? So copy that vibe, and on homepage blocks jQuery mobile, I'd like you to just paste in like so, and we'll tidy up the alignment a little bit. So that is the vibe, okay? So I'm going to save that and go back to our page, hit refresh. Okay, so you can see that it's trying to draw some stuff, it's making an effort, but obviously it's struggling with the pictures. So let's go to contact us, actually, / oh gee, sorry, we are stuck. I'm trying to get off of this thing, this template thing. Go to site settings, okay, and uncomment is mobile. You'll see where I'm going in just a second here. So uncomment is mobile is true thing. Hello, we are not on a mobile device here, folks. Here we go. Right, I'm looking for a picture, so let me just see, copy image address, that's it. All I was trying to do, folks, was find a picture, you know, can you believe it? Man, sometimes I wonder if maybe I'm not making life easy for myself here. Anyway, we'll chuck some pictures in just to see how this looks. I do not care about the PHP or anything like that. I'm just mapping out the page, okay? So let me just go view page source again. Oh geez, sorry. Inspect again. And switch to mobile mode. No. Oh, I'm sorry. And of course, site settings, where are you? Is mobile is true. Okay, hit refresh. There we go. So we have these nice little blocks here. They're not doing any pop-ups or anything, but you know, they could be worse, right? They're not too bad. Our job is to now get these looking kind of good. Now I'm going to add one of those rounded corner vibes just to see how that works. I have no idea. I haven't tested this. Maybe it's going to be rubbish. Who knows? But let's just see. Save and refresh. And actually, it looks pretty good. It looks not too bad. Not too bad at all. What I think I'll do then, folks, is I'll grab a headline from grouping and dividing content. We'll grab a headline and that shall be the vibe. So we'll go with this one here. heading with rounded corners. So if I do view page source, do a search for heading with rounded corners, this is what it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to chuck this inside here like that, and it's probably going to look rubbish, but we'll see. Oh gee, sorry, what did I just do there? Refresh. Okay, that looks pretty rubbish. Let me take the heading outside of that vibe. See how that looks? Yeah, that's a bit better, I think. I think we can possibly live with that. Let me just have a look at these. The pics seem kind of okay, I think. I think we can probably get away with that. I'm not sure about the curved headline though. Let me do one with sharp corners. So heading with accompanying section, I'll go with that. Okay, so view page source. Oh, come on, don't mess with me. Do not, oh man. View page source, here we go. With okay, so that would be this vibe here. Let me just copy this and have a quick look. As you can see, folks, it's lots of just playing around here and seeing how things look. I don't have the answers, you know, but I'm kind of showing you guys how I work here. That's a whole lot better, actually. That is definitely a lot better. And I like this UI body thing. I think that worked out quite well. So I'm going to copy this vibe and chuck it inside here. Okay, let's do that. Yep, I think I can live with that. Even though it's cutting the pictures off, it's just not too bad. It's, you know, it's not too bad. I think it's quite good. So that's the vibe. That's what we're going to do for our homepage blocks. Okay, so let's just tidy this up. It's going to go something like that. I'll do a new line here. Okay, that's cool. Little bit of indenting, if you can handle that. And we'll do the same with these vibes here. Okay, that's good. I'm going to save and refresh. Okay, and basically the plan for this video, I just think just for the end of it, is to get this working in a dynamic sort of way. Okay, now that should not be too difficult, because if we open up homepage blocks, the normal homepage blocks, you'll see that we have some PHP here. Okay, here it is, it's some PHP. I'm going to copy this vibe and paste it over to our new glorious jQuery mobile thing. I'll paste it right at the top actually. And I'm going to just go through this line by line and we'll make sure everything is cool. So for example, I do not care about this theme thing. I'm going to take that out. Let's see, have we got any other mentions of theme anywhere? Yep, theme, get theme. We do not want that. Okay. Anything that mentions theme, we don't really want it. But what we do want to do, folks, do you see how that's firing out the block title here? Okay, well, we want to keep that vibe going, but we're going to fire the block title jQuery mobile style. So it's going to be inside one of those vibes. So in here, we're going to be echoing out row block title. Pretty simple, right? Do you agree? Hello, was it pretty simple? Yes, I think it was pretty simple. So that's the vibe. This is all of the blocks that we're going to go through are going to go something like that. Let me just see. Okay, that's good. So for each block, it does this. It echoes out a block title. I'm going to comment that out for the moment, and I'm just going to save, refresh, have a quick look. Yep, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Okay. So let's just tidy this up, shall we? Okay, so these are all blocks here, if you know what I'm talking about. If the number of items on block is greater than 0, then it chucks out the block vibe. Just going to indent that a bit so I can see what's happening. That's pretty cool. So it's going to say homepage offers draw blocks. I'm going to pass in true again because this is mobile, and I'm going to open up homepage offers. Okay, I'm going to go to draw offers. I'm passing in true. Did I say draw blocks a second ago? I'm sorry if I did. Oh, sorry. Is mobile equals true. That's our default. Okay, so the page, keep your head in the game here. Keep your head in the game. It's homepage offers, draw offers, right? Homepage offers, draw offers. And now I'm saying that if is mobile is equivalent, now hold on a second, I'm sorry, is mobile is usually false, right? That's the default. So if is mobile is false, then the view file equals offers. Otherwise, the view file equals offers. I'll bring this up a bit. Offers underscore JQM. So now we have a sort of dynamic view file. If we save and refresh, nothing, there we go. So it's saying undefined index theme, homepage offers line 12. Oh gee. Okay, so this vibe is if is mobile is equivalent to false, then we care about the theme stuff. But otherwise, we're not going to bother. So there we go, save, refresh. Okay, it's doing it again on line 31. I'm going to copy this vibe again, and I'll say, here we go. I'm going to copy this theme thing, and we'll chuck that in here. Okay, save and refresh. Okay, so it's now trying to open up offers jQuery mobile, right? We are on homepage offers here. So if we go to homepage offers, you'll see that there's a view file called offers. We are now creating offers underscore jqm.php. And if you have a look at offers, this is what offers looks like normally. I'm going to copy that stuff, but I'm now going to paste it into offers JQM. Okay, so that's the vibe. Does this mention theme anywhere? Let me just check. Yeah, it mentions theme, but we don't care, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this stuff here. Can you see the vibe? This stuff here, this is what the actual offers look like. And I'm going to paste that right in here like this. Okay, so that's the good jQuery mobile stuff, folks, you know. And the vibe is this item title thing is gonna go, it's gonna go here. Okay, and the price, this our price business, that is gonna go here. Okay, and it's doing this for all of the offers actually. So it does that. Now the image is going to be small pick path. Can you see that? So right here, I'm going to say small pick path. The alt is going to be the item title. Okay, so I'll do that again. Okay, so that's that. We do not need this. Okay, so each and every item, if I do this, it'll make more sense. Let me just take this stuff here and chuck it to the top of the code before the for each. I hope that makes sense. And then this stuff here, this is after the for each, right? So that would come in around about here. Everybody's confused. Listen, just relax. It's cool. We're just doing replacing, you know, there's nothing difficult here. We'll just align this in a wee bit, shall we? Here we go. Just improving the alignment. All right, and this is where the good stuff kicks off. We have an li vibe. We have an ahref equals. We have an image. We have a headline. We've got our price and all of that stuff, which goes like that. Then we finish our link and close off the actual offer. And folks, this is going to display quite brilliantly. Yes, indeed, it's going to be quite brilliant, okay? I don't know about this ID as BMW, we'll come on to that in a second, but the actual link is going to go to somewhere. Give me a second. Offers. The link is going to go to item page. Did you see that? So offers jQuery mobile. Here we go. It's going to go to item page. Right, excellent. That's not too bad. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to refresh. It's absolutely fantastic. Yes, it is absolutely fantastic. If we click on one of them, look, it takes us straight to the page. Now, I apologize for that all being a bit of a slog. Yes, it truly was a slog. But I think it was worth it, you know. If we go to homepage blocks jQuery mobile, we can take all of this stuff out now. We don't need that. Again, we'll save, hit refresh. Look at that. Is that not fantastic? And that's just the start, folks. Look at this clicking in. Now, we'll make these pages look really nice, but that's the basics of it. You know, that's the basics. And I think it's very, very cool. So I think that is a nice start. Thank you very much indeed. Stay cool, and in the next video we'll continue to move forward with this. Thanks.